Yo guys, what is going on? So just the other day we got a brand new promo card revealed that is this Devimon over here. This guy has an absolutely amazing effect that supports the whole done Devimon type deck where you're just spamming Devimons left and right, and this guy's ability is really cool. It's on deletion. It's an inherited effect where if your trash has 7 or more cards with Devimon, you get to play a done Devimon from your trash for free. So that's absolutely crazy effect. So I'm just playing basically a Devimon Turbo. I'm playing basically like every name, so it can be Devimon, the original guy himself, as well as Lady Devimon from down here. So just a purple deck, of course, and you're just trying to turbo through your deck, make your trash really big, hence why I'm playing Intmon as well as Gabumon just for those extra draws. Also the other promo Devimon here where you get to trash the top 2 cards of your deck, and then just a bunch of other support cards. We also got the blocker Devimon, so that's nice synergy there. Chimeramon just for blowing stuff up. Lady Devimon is probably the strongest ultimate in this deck just because you get to cycle through your deck super fast and set up your trash. And Neo Devimon can be a blowout depending on what you're playing against. Maybe if you're playing against like a Nokia Omnimon deck, you can just shut down their tamers. Now Beelzemon, of course, because your trash is getting pretty big pretty fast, and be warned because it is actually pretty easy to deck out in this deck, so be cautious. And then 4 of the man himself. This guy's actually kind of crazy, and you'll see why in the gameplay, why he's so good. And the 4 cost to Digivolve is kind of hefty, but the fact that you can play him for free is pretty sweet. And then of course just 1 Millenniumon, double Omnimon's Wart, and this guy's not much needs to be said about him. And then 2 Night Raid to bring back your Devis, and then triple Mat to, you know, recycle through your trash. So let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. So I'm going to be playing against a black deck revolving around not only Wargreymon with Reboot, but also the new black metal Garurumon. So you guys will see in a second that deck is actually a little bit scary. I'm just going to go ahead and go first, set up with the Devimon as well as the Gabumon and the Vengeance or the Retaliation Devimon. So if this guy does end up dying, if he puts something on the board that I don't really like, I can kill it, and not only that, but I'll get the triple draw from my 2 inherited, and then, you know, discard some cards as well. I also do have the Lady Devimon as well, to just kind of, you know, make my trash pretty big. Drawing 3 cards is pretty sweet, and then I will be able to go into the Dun Devi afterwards. Now, going into Dun Devimon like through evolution is kind of like it kind of sucks. I mean, he is a 4, so it's not like the worst, but he doesn't really do anything on evolution, and it's, you know, he is a 4, so most of the times you'll pass turn. But the fact that you get to discard or trash the top card of your opponent's security anytime your security is reduced is pretty crazy. That makes them think twice, you know, every time they decide to attack you. So then my opponent is going to play the Nokia over there, which is pretty interesting considering he is playing, you know, the black Greymon, metal Greymon, as well as the black metal Garurumon. So it works with all those guys. I'm going to go ahead Digivolve my Devimon, and that guy needs to have 7 or more Devimons in the trash by the time, you know, you're resolving that on deletion effect. So right now I only do have the 1, but if my Lady Devimon dies, that'll be 2 more, and then I'll have 2 more on top of that from like the other 2 dudes over there. So hopefully I'll be able to get it set up. I'm going to go for the Dun Devimon, pass turn with 4, and now my opponent is in the position where if he does decide to attack, I'm going to be able to retaliate against him. Just trashing cards from your opponent's security for free is really crazy. It gets around so many effects that I don't want to deal with, like Omnimon, what's that guy's name, Defeat, and, you know, just like Infinity Cannon, or, you know, just lots of stuff that I just don't want to deal with in security. So he is going to go Metal Greymon, and I always forget that Metal Greymon himself has Reboot. He has that inherited effect where if this Digimon has Reboot, you get security attack +1, but then he himself also has Reboot, so you can just attack with the Reboot jamming combo from, you know, him and the Greymon underneath. So he's going to attack, hit a Devimon in trash, which kind of sucks for him, because now my trash is filled up with another name, and it doesn't have to be 7 different names. I don't even know if there are 7 different names or Devimon. It's not, anyways, it doesn't have to be that specific. Just 7 Devimons, and then he is going to go for the Wargreymon afterwards. Now Wargreymon again does have Reboot, so he will re-stand during my turn. So now I'm starting my, turn with 2. I do have the Dundevi, which is 12,000 in comparison to my opponent's 11,000 Wargreymon. So he is most likely not going to block. I can, rest assured I can swing. And the only things I'm really concerned about in security is like an Alter S or like a, probably not playing Millenniumon. Okay, there we go, Alter S. So well, I'm going to run into that, which is not the worst thing, honestly, because I'm going to resolve the Gabumon and the Demimeramon, drawing 3 cards and trashing 1. And now my trash is pretty filled up. So if you guys remember, the Devimon requires you to have 7 names, and then you can play a Dundevi from your trash for free. So I'm just going to, let's go ahead and attack with the Devimon I have here, because if he doesn't block it, then I'll just get a free security check, and it'll most likely die. Like, his security is pretty stacked, so I don't even mind just attacking and, seeing what happens, because I'll get the Dundevi anyways for free. I also do have Zwart in my hand, so then I can go that afterwards. Now, he's not actually going to block, so then my Devimon is going to die. I'm going to draw 1, discard 1 off of the Meramon, and then I'm going to resolve my Devimon's effect, resurrecting the Devimon from my trash for free. Go something like a Zwart, and then resurrect 2 more Digimon from my trash, which have a cost of 8 or less, I believe, any purple or black Digimon. And not only that, but next turn, if I do decide to attack with the Zwart, I'll be able to get rid of his Wargreymon, because it does have a play cost of exactly 12, and that is the threshold for Zwart's effect. So Zwart is just an absolutely monstrosity. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they printed that card. And I did decide to bring back the Neo Devimon because I saw that he's playing Nokia. So if he does try to like play another Nokia to maybe get like an Agumon for free, then it's just going to end his turn, because it'll cost 3, and then I'll gain 3 from the Neo Devimon there. So I'm going to actually block his Wargreymon because he does have security attack +1 plus jamming, so there's no way he's going to die. I really don't want to deal with that. And then my opponent is going to go Warumonzaimon. Now, with his, what else could he go for? He could probably go for another Metal Garurumon here, but Metal Garurumon, the best thing it would do would trash my top security, and even if he does do that, I got the Zwart, so I can get rid of any level 6, basically at any level 6, unless he goes like Craniumon. That might suck. Like, if he's playing Craniumon, I don't think he is, but like, he could be, you never know. So he's just going to go I think that's the Black Galgamon. Over there, and then he was debating going a, what's it called, Defeat over the Wargreymon, which I think would have been an okay move. He's going to actually just attack with the Monzaimon, and I think that would have been fine. I don't have a Tamer, but it would have put pressure on me to where if I decide to get rid of the Defeat, then I just lose a Digimon in the process. Also, I think he just didn't realize how Zwart's effect work, because Defeat has a play cost of like 13 or 14 or something, so he would have been out of range of Zwart. So he's just going to play a Tyrannomon instead, Dark Tyrannomon instead, which is also fine. He doesn't want me poking at his security. He does have double blockers, but yeah, I am just going to be able to get rid of it with the Zwart. So now I have 6 memory too, so unfortunately can't go for another Zwart. Well, I could, but I just won't be able to attack with it, right? I could pass turn with the Zwart. I could go like Dundevi and Zwart, which, that's a little bit unfair. I don't want to like waste the Dundevimon by just getting rid of him. But anyways, I'm just going to attack, and then we are going to delete the Wargreymon and then run into another Wargreymon in security. So my opponent is just down to 1 security card. And I do have the Dundevimon in hand, so I'm just going to be able to Digivolve that. And now if my opponent does end up resting his Nokia from that inherited from the Neo Devimon, I'll just gain a memory as well. So I'm going to get rid of his Dark Tyrannomon there by threatening it with the Dundevimon. I'm going to play the Demi Devimon and then just Digivolve into the Blocker Devimon. And now I've got 4 Digimon in play. My opponent has 1 security. If he does actually attack security, he's going to lose that card because of the Dundevi's effect. And the next turn, I'll have the 4 attacks. Zwart's 15,000. So if he tries to do anything funny, I can run over it with that. But he's just going to swing with the Warumonzaimon, trying to get any security checks he can, but he's going to lose the security in the process. And at this point, he didn't really have too much of a choice, because with 1 memory, there's not really anything he could do. The only thing that might save him would be like a Blitzgreymon or a Craniumon, or like Yeah, but even those, I have 4 attacks, so it won't really matter. He's going to go I think that's Mock Galgamon, or I don't know if it's Black Mock Galgamon, I don't know if that's the thing, but it's a Mock Galgamon that's like evil, you guys know which one I mean. So he's going to just actually attack first, and then Digivolve into that, because it does have Reboot. So, you know, he did get 2 security off of that exchange there, but I'm just going to unsuspend and end the game right there. So guys, that is going to be the video. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.